Okay, Jared, I'm going to break down your swing here and point out some of the things that I see for you. So you'll see here the video is not that good. But right here, I want you to focus on your front foot. And your first move, when you start to recognize the pitch, your first move is directly with a flat step towards the pitcher. And your hips slide and your backside collapses. So what you do here for a load is you really don't have much of a load to get your weight back to build your momentum. So that slide forward, you lose all your power, and then you're landing on a closed front foot trying to get around. So the major issues that I see here are that closed foot that you see right there. That's closed right here keeps you from being able to rotate properly around that front hip. And you can see how your knee's facing almost towards the camera versus towards the pitcher as you're trying to rotate around it. So we're going to work on that first, okay? So that low front step, then you drop those hips and rotate through. And you can see you don't have much of a finish there. So we're going to go through the second one here. And I want you to watch your bat angle. Your bat angle is going to be right here, and then let's mark here where your body is, and let's see how much movement you get. I'm going to mark your feet here. So the first thing is you can see your hands already start to drop as that front foot moves forward, and you kind of center your body. You center your body weight as you move forward, but it's already moving forward. And there's a message from one of my trainers. So what you're going to see here, we're going to back you up a little bit. And you're going to see as you get your pitch recognitions, your hands start to drop. You slide with that front foot, you slide your hips forward, and now you're trying to catch up. Now what you're going to see here, this next bat position is, it's laid open here. So your bat is laid open, and then when you come through, you can't help but be underneath the ball. And you're either A, going to pop it straight up in the air, or B, hit a sharp ground ball into the ground. Neither one of those things are going to be effective for you. And you see that backside leg collapse is going to cause you major problems, okay?
Hey Jared, we're going to start out here. I'm going to show you two specific drills that I want you to work on. So right now I saw that you're hitting in the cage and you're struggling there. So let's go back to the tee. Let's work on our mechanics here, solve our mechanical issues. Then we'll go into live pitching and we'll start to work on the in-game scenarios. So the first thing I want you to do is set up your tee to your favorite pitch. Okay, mine's about a thigh-high fastball. So I want you to start with your lead foot, your front foot, just behind the ball. Okay, and then your feet together. This is called the step back drill. So what I want you to do is you're going to be just about, 2 feet, kind of bat lengths away from the ball, and standing right behind the ball here, right behind the ball, and so we can make contact right here. So instead of stepping forward and collapsing this backside, what I want you to do is to step back. We're going to overload into this back foot. Okay, we're going to step back here, overload, and then come forward. Now what you're going to notice is when my back foot lands, I'm going to get low and load into it. Now you can see here where my knee drifts over my foot, I'm going to lose power there. So I'm actually going to want to step even further back than normal so I can stay loaded on my instep. So think instep when you step back. All right, step back into the instep, load, and then come out of it. All right, here's one in real time. All right, I'll show you one more. Okay, so my feet are together, my hands are relaxed, bat on my shoulder. Okay, I'm right at the fat part of the barrel here. Step back into my instep and come out. Now what you'll see this will do, it will help you load, and I call it an overload situation where you get back here, you have to create power to get out of it. So it takes that front leg slide that you're doing out of play. So you're going to start here, load, and explode through the ball. All right, Jared, the second drill that we're going to work on is with your bat getting laid off. So what you're doing with your hands is when you get here and get set, your first move is down, and then to get on plane, you drop your bat here, and you're trying to catch up as you collapse. And you're actually going this far, and there's no way that you're going to be in the strike zone for any length of period of time to make good contact. So what I want you to do, I call this the helmet lock. All right? So I want you to take your bat. You're going to be wearing a helmet when you do this just because it gives you a better reference. And I want you to lock this on your helmet. Okay, it's about the bald spot on top of your head. And I want you to put the bat right here and hold it here. Okay, this will keep all that waggle that you have in the hand drop. So I want you to lock your bat here to your helmet. Same thing, go through your swing, and I want you to keep your bat here for as long as you can. And then at the very end, when you start to rotate forward, it will come off. Okay, this will take all that bat out of play. So here's what it looks like in real time. Okay, so practice that again. We're going to lock here. We're going to go through our load. Then that bat will come off. And as soon as it comes off, it's going to be in the strike zone. We're going to make contact. We're going to get to extension. And we're going to go from there. Okay, so let's focus on those two drills and see how we go. All right, again, practice on purpose. Thank you.
Okay, here we're going to look at Mike Trout. You can see him loaded down to the instep, creating that power. Bat tucked back behind his head, preparing to launch. Here's Manny Ramirez, same thing, loaded on the instep, driving forward, bat tucked back. Going to get to Jeter here. He's in the preload phase. You can see his bat's starting to drop as he's starting to separate his hips and his shoulders. Here's an old timer from the left side. Okay, you got the same lean, same power move. So this is the key principles that we want to start with. All right, so keep working, stay after it, and I'll talk to you again soon.